All right, hello everybody. Real briefly about the NCAA tournament. The just finished watching the selection show, and the 64 teams bracket of the NCAA tournament is now filled. Now let the madness begins, and they're gonna do it different this year, of course. Usually they start with Tuesday with the first four, but instead the first four is going to start on Thursday, and then the games will be Saturday and Monday, Thursday, Thursday and Sunday, and then they're going to do the first and second round, the first round, the second and third round, and the Sweet 16, and the regional final, then the Final Four and and then the national championship game is the day before my birthday, which is April 5th, which is in Indianapolis. Now, the thing they do different now, teams, the teams that are the first four out, like Louisville, St. Louis, Colorado State, and teams like that, teams like that. They're on a standby for now. They have to Tuesday. Now, teams have to participate in the NCAA tournament. They must pass the COVID-19 test seven straight days. That's right, 7 straight days. Otherwise, they can't participate in the NCAA tournament. So so unless something happens, like I said, let the tournament begins. Now let's get to the actual bracket. Gonzaga, the number one overall seed, no surprise at all. No surprise at all. Alabama, 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 Alabama. Baylor, number one in the South. Midwest, Midwest is Illinois, and and finally, finally, Baylor's number two. Baylor's number two. Michigan is the number one. Michigan number one in the East, but overall, Gonzaga is the number one overall seed, and Gonzaga will try to accomplish something that hasn't been done since 1976 in 1976, become the first team to win a national championship undefeated. So Gonzaga going to try, and they have a good shot of doing that, But with that, now let me get to the bracket. Let me get to the teams. Let me start off with the teams. The first team out. The first team in, the first team out. I am surprised that UCLA got in. Out of all the surprise that honestly that the teams got in, I thought UCLA down the stretch did not play well in the Pac-12 tournament. I didn't think they do. I think down the stretch, after giving that game up last weekend against USC Saturday, when USC hit the buzzer beater, and from that point forward, I said I don't think UCLA should get in. I don't think UCLA is going to get in, but they did, and let's hopefully they get better. They turn things around. Now, I didn't expect Michigan State to get in. Now, Michigan State every year has been tough. They've been a tough team, year in and year out, every year. So no matter what, they're going to be a tough out. They're going to be a tough out. But other than that, a few other teams surprised me too. I'm surprised Kansas got in because they've been having COVID trouble. So is Virginia. Um, I'm surprised. I wouldn't say North Carolina. My school, North Carolina. I love North Carolina, but thank God they got in. But honestly, I've not been impressed with North Carolina this year. They have not played. They have not shot the ball well. They're shooting 30% off the. They'll be shooting 30%, and the defense well. North Carolina has not been known as defense, but they shooting. They're the type of team they shooting. They live and die with a three. Um, um, Uh, other than that, Georgetown. Who would have thought Georgetown would have won the Big East? And kudos to I shouldn't say that. Kudos to Patrick Ewing and the Georgetown Hoyas. Patrick Ewing become the first player and coach to win the Big East tournament, and now Georgetown have the most Big East tournament title in conference history. They surpassed Connecticut with 7. So now Georgetown have the most in their first Big East title since 2007. And we all know 2007, Georgetown went all the way to the Final Four before losing to Ohio State. Greg Oden and those boys in the Scarlet and Red, in the Scarlet and Gray, with the Scarlet and Gray. And but other than that, now getting the now there are two now one of the committees says you gotta prove every time to get in, and 2 teams have done that. And I think the 2 teams he's talking about is Oregon State and Georgetown. Georgetown beat Villanova. Beat Villanova, who won the regular season, who's been dominating the Big East for a very long time. So now, and Georgetown to me is I haven't watched when I watched Georgetown throughout the week. I didn't expect Georgetown to win the NCAA tournament, but this is why they have to turn. But the way they've been playing, listen, they're not gonna wow you, they're not gonna pizzazz you. But these teams are gonna play hard. They're gonna play tough. They play tough, and it's all about getting hot at the right time. And Georgetown, they got hot at the right time, and they could do a lot of they could do a lot of damage. Look what they did to Creighton. And Creighton is a far better team than Georgetown, far better. And for Georgetown to steamroll them in the Big East championship game, that's really impressive. So give Patrick Ewing a lot of credit, and the players tremendous credit. They really play sensational basketball. Oregon State too. I think Oregon State played Colorado and almost could have lost. But one thing I wish they would start doing, start defending the ball, start rebounding the ball better, start boxing the ball better. I mean, the game against Colorado yesterday, I mean, there was ball all over the place, and they did not do a good job with the rebound, with defensive rebounding, But Colorado had their chances to win. So, Oregon State, but like I said it before, it's all about getting hot at the right time. And when you get hot at the right time, you can do some damage. So, other than that, no shocker here. I have no problem with you. I have no problem with for the first time. I don't have a problem with the teams selected. Like I said, let the tournament begin. I'm out. Peace.